Yo, Sakafet guys. The other day I was talking. Okay. Ooh, that's better. And it's pretty hot today. Let me check out. What's the weather like today? It's like 36 degrees. Man, it's hot. Okay, the other day I was talking with a friend about whether iOS is better than Android. He ended up fighting with me about the subject. And me, as a sane guy, as a sane tech YouTuber, I will try to share my thoughts about the subject. For this version I'm using is it an Android or is it an iPhone? I don't know. I'm using an Android right now, so I'm going to share my thoughts, but inside because it's pretty hot outside. No, actually the sun just came down a little bit, so oh yeah, it's noisy outside. So I'm going to try to speak. So guys, let's go. There is so much tiny little things when it comes to choosing a good phone or a good OS, and the most important things when choosing a smartphone are the following: the screen, the design, the battery life, cameras, some basic features, and performance. Okay, let's start with the screen. Which one of them have the best screen? Okay, in the past, if someone asked me this question, Android phones were like garbage. They were made out of plastic. They were cheap and super bad at the same time. But if you ask me, Samsung phones, LG was always at the top tier. So I'm not directly aiming at them, but Android phones had pretty bad screens. But if you ask me now in 2020, it seems that every cheap smartphones they have the best screen available on the market. They're not even QHD, they are only Full HD, and sometimes you can find 720p smartphones that looks awesome. A short answer to this is because smartphone manufacturers they found a way to make components better, and at the same time they find a way to make them cheaper. So that's why when you buy even a cheap phone in 2020, the screen it's not gonna be the greatest screen available in the world, but it's going to be something that you can use. Look at the OnePlus 8 Pro, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Is there any difference between them? Which one of them is better than the other? My first choice is going to be the OnePlus 8 Pro. Why is that? It's because it has a higher refresh rate than the iPhone 11 Pro, and you can use that higher refresh rate while being in QHD. That's why the OnePlus is the number one here, but technically which one of them has the best image quality? Technically there is a difference, but humanly speaking, I don't think that my eyes will be able to make out any difference between them. So okay, next chapter, the design. The iPhones, since their creations haven't had a lot of changes within their design. It was always a nice, sleek piece of aluminum surrounded. Now it's stainless steel. If you want a super sexy phone, you can have it. If you want a big boy battery smartphone, you can also have it. If you need an ugly ass phone, yeah, you can have that too. Do they look kind of the same? Yes, but when it comes to Android vs iOS, there is a clear line. The diversity of the market, you can have any device that you want. iOS devices tended to have better cameras than, but dude, if you ask me, the only difference when it comes to iOS vs iPhones these days is going to be the color science. The pictures taken with an iPhone or an Android, there are going to be plenty. Okay, which Android phone I'm talking about right now? Okay, let's talk about the Samsung. The photos are pretty detailed, the dynamic range good. There's only this difference. There is not a huge difference when it comes to camera. But if you want a camera for video recording, I'm not going to lie, iOS is better in that regard because they have a better focusing system. If you're somewhat used to make videos with your DSLR, you're gonna understand why a good focusing is good for your videos. And speaking of which, I'm using a LG G7 right now. It has a laser autofocus right here. So there's this video on TikTok. A guy was zooming in his hands, not zooming with the software. It was moving the smartphone towards his fingers, and the exposure was constantly adjusted, and the autofocus was very good. I tried it. This as an laser autofocus, and did it work? No, the picture was super blurry and super exposed. I don't know what. This is a super great camera, but because of Android and TikTok is better optimized, I don't know, for iPhones, the picture that came out of an iPhone 6 is going to be better than this LG. That's the world we're living in. And guys, you need to really stop speaking about raw performance, because yes, it's useful to have a super powerful smartphone, but when it comes to day-to-day utilizations, the performance gains are going to be this. Yeah, my friend uses a M20, a Galaxy M20, and when I did the speed test, I tried to reboot the phones, open up the camera, open WhatsApp, send a message, record a 4K video. Mine is indeed, it's more powerful than its Samsung M20, but when it comes to real utilization of the smartphones, I find that the M20 is disappointingly better. Why is that? Because the software when you UI is more, and I don't really get it why people still think that LG still makes bad smartphone. LG is kind of crap when it comes to software updates and software maintenance, but they are kind of great. Raw power is not the real thing. Better software optimization and frequent update, if there is a need to update, is going to be better. What can you do with an iOS that I can't do with an Android? I thought my last video was the weird one, but man, this is gonna be the weirdest video I've ever done, because I'm not great at speaking in front of a camera without any script. It's weird, it's difficult, because man, it's super easy to speak French quand vous faites une vidéo, parce que ça dit mais c'est ma langue, mec. Yeah man, the English is super hard. So that's it, videos. That's it for my weird video, and I try to include some B-rolls in it. So yeah, that's it. See you later.